No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
This is the story of Bruce Jones, who walked in a shadow of hate and suspicion. The shadow of what he was because of his background, over which he had no control. This is also the story of the people who knew Bruce, or thought they did. There were many of these people, and they were different from each other in many ways. The apparent case against Bruce Jones was a strong one. He was different from his classmates, so no matter what happened, Bruce was suspected of the worst. Circumstances pointed to Bruce Jones. This is how it always seemed to work out. Bruce was in trouble. Even on the night of the class party, Bruce was to become the topic of conversation.
What you did to him, but he hit you, didn't he?
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. I had it coming. I used to needle him all the time. I'd sing that song so he'd be sure to hear it. You know the one I mean. Well, that day I walked by Bruce whistling it again. I guess it got under his skin and he just couldn't take it anymore.
Golly, then he didn't just jump you for no reason.
I don't think he knew what he was doing. But I did, and I told the principal the whole thing. That's the reason Bruce is only on probation. For that matter, I am too.
It's funny. I never stopped to think there could be a Bruce's side to it. I just never really thought of Bruce at all.
Whoever did.
Each of these people must find the answer only through re-examination of his own feelings and attitudes. For this is the problem of the individual more than of the group.
And with that, we are live. Look at that Sunday Night Mojitzu. You know, I'm kind of looking forward to this these days. It's been a lot of fun, especially the journey videos where I've been playing that sound scoping, the looping, and the things I do over different types of video, like underwater or snow. So before I get going, hey, welcome. Glad you're here, all two of you or whoever you are. Hello to my friends, my coworkers. I wouldn't be here without you guys. All the love and support that I get from everybody. Thank you so much. And as I move forward through these Sunday nights, you know, my little podium that I've built for myself over the years with my smudge of a career, I try to kind of be an open book with my health and the things that occur. So, and that's kind of what this is about, but then I tie in my music with it. Last week, I had touched on, you know, a difficult call when you're trying to rebuild and kind of resolve things that you can't get past. I guess that the lesson still holds. But I did come up with the lyrics for Never Said Ever. And boy, they are a doozy. So I'm going to play this again tonight. I don't suspect I'll do it right. I didn't get a chance to print. I ran home late. I was grimy, threw in a shower. And then I came here because I wanted to start on time. So again, welcome, friends, family, all you peeps. If family's here, sure. All right, let's get going. Tonight, I actually have a script. Check that out. And it's kind of a difficult topic, you know. And it ties in with the song I was trying to play last week. I love that. I did not even get a chance to do a sound check. Tonight is on something I spoke on at a formal thing about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month, on stigmas. And as we all know, like stigmas are a very bad thing. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what those are. And, America's opioid epidemic, I mean, if we just go by Wikipedia, just as an example, I think they said it was around 1 million people or even less that wound up dying throughout that whole crisis. And that number, and I think they even said it was done, which it's not done, and that number is far greater. But the thing about that is that it didn't produce just dead bodies, it produced survivors. And the people that are left over are their families. And everybody's got to try to work and rebuild things. And the folks that find themselves with the same type of health issue, you find yourself battling everyone else's failures. So when people lie and they're using it as a scapegoat to get away with whatever, and when people are doing it, it makes it difficult because not everybody shines up like you see on the Lifetime movies. You don't always like gleam and everybody's happy and the family goes off in the distance. Quite often it is not like that at all. In fact, the experiences I've seen and been through kind of lead quite a bit and different. And so for the folks who don't polish up, it leads a different kind of like outcome and the things that they have to deal with. And oftentimes, you find yourself in very difficult situations and where that stuff can come in. And oftentimes it doesn't really start off to be this mean, hateful thing when someone starts using a stigma. It just kind of happens. And like a snowball, it escalates. The lesson that I've had to learn over the years is that one, you can't fault someone for acting on partial news. Like that was bad, that came from a trusted source, or that they were manipulated or pitted or whatever the circumstance may be. It hurts, but it technically isn't their fault. But you can fault them for the nasty things that they do. And usually they do it from behind and when you don't see. I mean, these are all things that I've experienced firsthand with stigmas. My friends who've kind of had it worse, they didn't polish up nearly as nice. And some of them have like lots more hardcore time in, than my 9 years. And they still get it. And rather than go on and on about it, I'm going to keep it short. And some of the experiences that I have had, I've been really lucky that life has been good to me. I have a lot of blessings. I have a lot of good people in my life. I still have a great team of people, and I love doing these vlogs. I really especially enjoy those journey videos. And speaking of which, this week coming up, we're doing desert music, man. I can't wait. I'm going to pull out some cool pedals for that, and I might even extend it longer than 35 minutes. That's cool. Desert music, man. Yeah, we'll make sure. And the experience I want you guys to have with those, by the way, is that I want you to be able to turn on a pair of headphones, close your eyes, and you're here in the room. You're hearing the mistakes. It's live. It's not planned. It's not filmed. It's not polished. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be sound issues. Anything that you'd find at a live show, except that there's no bar and there's no whatever. But getting back to the stigma issue, folks, let's do some basic math, and then I'll shut up on it, okay? Let's say 1 million people, okay? Let's just go with that for discussion's sake. 1 million people that died. That means there is 1 million families. And if you look at the average number per family, just a core unit, I think it's like, 3.5 or 3. I don't know. But even if it's just 1, that's 2 million. Then if it's 2, that's 3 million. And that's all the damage and the hurt that goes from that. And the people who are trying to rebuild from that, they've got lots on their plate to begin with. Usually they're a little different. I know that I'm not different, I'm eccentric. And it's a struggle. And when those stigmas are weaponized and used, it can be anything. It can, as you know, for you, lots of folks out there, we got the alphabet groups that are standing up for themselves. We have the vets standing up for themselves. We have everybody. And I'm not trying to stand up for anything here. I am certainly no example. Please don't follow me anywhere. What I am saying and what I'm trying to do is just kind of help provide information and get discussions going and kind of humble myself a little bit and just kind of be open where I shouldn't be comfortable. And I'm not. So with that, I'm going to take my script. I basically covered it. And I'm going to get into some music if you don't mind. Where am I at here? Oh yeah, real quick. If people have emailed and such, asked about Zooming, go to your local cat shelters. If you haven't had a chance, please adopt a cat. It'll change your life. So, all right, back to Never Said Ever. Now, I messed this up, and I felt real bad because it was kind of like a big deal to me at the time. Like, we had gone out to LA on this. It was a big production. It was one of the larger runs I've ever had in as far as distribution. Really kind of opened up a lot of doors. It was pivotal. It did a lot of really positive things for everyone. So I didn't want to leave it on such a negative or mistaken note. So the lyrics go, well, I never said ever and never would be me. So the do's and don'ts and the maybe I won't live together so happily. And there's a sun, which is spelled S-O-N, made of colors, filled with kind and rainbow dreams. Never said ever, I guess it's a fight between you and me. Lady Love, she cries with tears of pain in her eyes, asking why. And the whole song is like 1, 2, 3 verses of strange gibberish like that. That's America's opioid epidemic for you right there in black and white. Yeah, but we won't touch that. So how was your week? Everybody have a good week? I hope that what I'm afraid of is because I didn't get a chance to do my 10 runovers. That my sound is bad. I haven't got any text or anything, so I guess that's good. And my vision sucks, so I can already tell this is going to be a bomb. All right, but we're going to play anyway. Normally I'd be prepared, but like I said, I ran late. That's all right. I did that last week too, on Friday when I did that snow video. And by the way, if you get a chance to check out that video, there's a version of it on YouTube. If you go to Mojitzu channel, where you can hear it without the intros and the outros. There's no talking on it. It's just, meditation music. Be sure to go to the channel of the people who, the footage, the nature, that takes a lot of effort and work. And one thing I've learned as I look for stuff, which I've been doing, it's really an amazing genre of video and photography, nature, and to get that stuff that good. So please, if you get a chance, check them out. It's a great way to unwind and relax. We all need to do that. And I'm going to hopefully not bomb. All right. never and never be me. So the do's and don'ts and the maybe won'ts live together so happily. And it's the sun made of colors filled with kind rainbow dreams. And never said never. I guess it's a fight between you and me. Lady love, she cries tears of pain in her eyes, asking why. And something and nothing live together as family. They laugh and joke, and you wake and evoke your sleeping with dignity. And the clouds, they make pictures filled with kind rainbow scenes. Oh, never and ever. Yes, it's you. Yes, it's me. Lady love, she cries tears of pain in her eyes, asking why. Well, I hate to be mean, but it's most often consistently all the point of question and evasion. So get off my gameplay, please. God bless and take away the things I see. In the chorus, I wrecked it. Left out a verse, I couldn't see it. It's one of them days. What can I say? Plus, I got this funky little monitor thing that goes on. Did it last time, too. But we learned to not care about those things. Ooh. Huh? All right. At this juncture, I'd like to invite you to take a moment for yourself. At this juncture, I'd like to invite you to take a moment for yourself. At this juncture, I'd like to invite you. Take a moment for yourself. At this juncture, I'd like to invite you. Take a moment for yourself. It's been a while. I don't like my looper. Anybody who's used a looper will tell you they can be very, very, very unforgiving, like a hateful girlfriend. Just mess it up for you, but then when it doesn't matter and no one's looking, it just works perfect. That's my looper, and it's an old school one too. I think I learned it. A lot of people ask. It's the Akai E4 or the E2. I'm sorry. I was looking forward to the next generation of it, and then they came out with this big amp modeler, looper, technical, drive me up a wall type thing. And I'm really old school. I'm still trying to get my hands on it. Benson Echo Rec. Yeah, we'll see. You know what? I forgot about this. All right. Everybody's losing their pets. My friend up in Minnesota, Bill, he lost his dog, and some other folks lost their cats and their dogs. And I tell you, I would be lost if my Zumi, something happened to her. And I was just devastated when Frida the cat went, and she was amazing. We were really, really tight. And so I'm going to do this for all you guys that lost your animals. I'm going to do it for my mom. Another one of the ones I hate performing live these days. I do have a couple of different recordings of it. My favorite ones are the live ones because I always do those accents. You know, and kind of dramatic and heavy, but it is. So I'm going to just run through a verse or two, and then I'll call it a night, folks. Amazing grace, how sweet baby, oh the sound that saved Lord a bad man like me. For once was lost. I found I was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear. Grace, all my fears have been released. Through 10,000 miles weeping and crying, walking a dead man's game. It was grace set me free. Through many a lot of toils and grapes and fears, 'twas grace that taught my heart to be free. Sometimes we fall, we gotta get back up. That's just the way life goes. It will be grace set you free. I said, mother, you better teach your children, you better teach your babies, teach you well not to do all the bad things that I done. Not to live that old life like my daddy, big bad and mean. Be grace set me free. Amazing grace, how sweet, oh, that sound that saved Lord a bad man I once was. For once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, now I see. I hope y'all like that. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. We'll see if we can get the thing to work properly. Oh, before I forget, Angel's Wish in Wisconsin.org. And I do got some cool stuff coming up. And as soon as I get my teleprompter up and all the other crap that I got to get yet, we'll get there. People, I have got a couple emails this past week on where to find this cotton candy. It's my new thing. So far, I've really been enjoying it. It's Wisconsin Dells cotton candy. The best way that you can do is you probably get a hold of Moose Jaw up in, it's like out in Wisconsin Dells way. It might be Baraboo, I forget. But they will, I'm sure, on their website, you can email them, ask where you can find it. And they've got other great flavors too. And so far, and I'm quite the connoisseur of that stuff. Like, I really take pride in my soda. I like gourmet, I like pure cane sugar, all the stuff. I like it right, not too medicine-y. And that cotton candy just kind of been my thing. So, folks, thank you for hanging out with me. We will get better as we move forward. Thanks. You guys have a great night. And remember, please, please, please take care of each other out there. It's all we got is each other. Don't judge people by their worst days. Don't judge people at all if you can. And be forgiving on yourself and especially of others. Everybody's going through something. It's impossible to not, especially in 2023. These are very scary days. But most of all, folks, please, please take my love with you wherever you go, because I love you. Thanks for hanging out.